This past weekend, we were told more than 70 people were detained in a Border Patrol operation in Central California. Tonight, we've learned that number could be much higher. It's causing growing fear among undocumented people. Some are now staying home from work and not sending their children to school. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're live at 6:30. I'm Warren Armstrong.
And good evening. I'm Margot Kim. Action News reporter Brisa Colon brings us more on the impacts across Central California and what we're now learning about these raids. Brisa?
Warren and Margot, we are now learning up to 192 people were detained as part of the Border Patrol operation last week. This number from the ACLU. At this point, the impact is just starting to be felt valley-wide. Leaders warn this is just the beginning.
With pain in her eyes and tears running down her face, Xochitl Nunez tells us her community is in despair.
Nunca nos habíamos quejado del trabajo.
I've never seen people not go to work before. This is the first time that I've seen people going to those lengths.
After videos of Border Patrol agents in Bakersfield circulated on social media and reports of agents seen in Fresno County, undocumented migrants in the valley are on edge. Xochitl is a farm worker in Tulare County. She drove into Fresno to pick up red cards for herself and her coworkers that spell out their rights if officers question them. Frustrated, she says immigrants are being wrongly depicted as bad people.
Yo tengo un hijo que es militar.
I have a son in the military. I have a son that's an electrician. I have a daughter in college. I am a farm worker, and I am proud. I hurt my hand working in the field. But even like this, we still go to work. It's not right that we're living in this fear.
At a press conference this weekend, local leaders announced that 78 people were detained in both Fresno and Kern counties. But the ACLU says that number could be closer to 190. Most of them are Mexican nationals. The Border Patrol has claimed all detained have criminal histories, but local leaders say they've heard contradicting reports.
I've never seen anything like this in my tenure here. I think it's starting to give a little more remnants of 2016 to 2020 during the first Trump administration, but we had not seen this random level of enforcement as we did last week.
Nandeep Singh, the executive director of the Jakara movement, which serves the Sikh and Punjabi community, says the fear is not isolated to Latinos.
Specifically here in Fresno, we have heard enforcement raids at truck stops, ethnic grocers, and really kind of places where they know that large immigrant communities tend to congregate.
Immigrant service providers say misinformation and legal scams are now running rampant. They're also seeing new trends like undocumented people too afraid to go in for help themselves and having difficult conversations about what would happen if they were detained.
Planning for the worst of who they want to leave their children with that are minors in terms of a detention so that they feel secure knowing that their children are going to go with someone that they know.
And leaders fear areas in California like the Central Valley, Central Coast, and the Inland Empire are among those being targeted first as they don't have as robust legal services as areas like Los Angeles or the Bay Area. Warren, Margot.
Thank you, Brisa.
Hey, Central California, stay up to date with all the latest news and weather. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to ABC 30 Action News.